There's a lot of positive news in the 2013 CML State of Our Cities and Towns report, which reflects an upward trend in municipal revenue. 47% of municipalities report a better revenue picture in 2012 than the previous year, while 31% indicate revenue at a steady level. Location is also important when looking at these numbers. 83% of large Front Range cities reported increased revenue. 54% of Western Slope cities and towns are on the upswing, while in Eastern Plains communities, only 18% had increased revenue for 2012, and 47% report their revenue collections as flat. While declines in property tax revenue hurt the bottom line in many towns, sales tax is at the core of municipal revenue, and 52% saw an increase in sales tax collections for 2012. After 4 years of recession-driven shrinking budgets, the budget decreases reported are easing somewhat. However, municipalities continue to be very conservative in their budgeting. Once again, more than half of Colorado's cities and towns will reduce street maintenance funding and defer needed capital projects in order to balance their budgets. 16% will maintain a hiring freeze, and 15% will cut staff positions. One lesson learned from the Great Recession is the benefit of better cooperation among local governments. Sharing services is a growing trend. Victor and Cripple Creek have united their transit systems. Edgewater has merged its fire department with the Wheat Ridge Fire District. Windsor, Fort Collins, and the Colorado Department of Transportation shared the cost of an I-25 interchange. Water and sewer operations have been contracted privately in such communities as Peets and Kiowa. Cutting budgets for capital projects and deferring maintenance of infrastructure have long-term effects. The CML State of Our Cities and Towns survey shows that 59% of all cities and towns report a backlog of street projects, 24% bridge projects. 35% have put public building improvements on the shelf, while 18% have drinking water projects and 15% sewer projects that need to be completed. It's often difficult to see the effects of putting off maintenance, but an easy example to spot is alligator cracking in the street. The cracks are highly visible and appear in the form of alligator skin. This is a warning sign that the street surface is beginning its final stages, and the path is open to subsurface damage. Rebuilding a street is many times more expensive than resurfacing a street. 88% of all municipalities, large and small, invest in at least one economic development activity. Special events is the fastest growing economic development tool. The first ever Pedal the Plains took nearly 1,000 bikers on a 170-mile course through the Eastern Plains communities of Yuma, Ray, and Burlington. The USA Pro Cycling Challenge wound its way through dozens of towns on Colorado's western slope and the Front Range. Whether it's beer festivals, rodeos, or car shows, 43% of municipalities promote local special events to boost their local economy. Beyond special events, cities and towns invest in a wide variety of programs to boost the economy. Tourism promotion, business tax incentives, grants to small businesses, business incubators, fee waivers, buy local campaigns, all have played a role in the large number of new or expanded businesses in Colorado. The results are encouraging. Colorado added more than 40,000 jobs in 2012. Looking at the report as a whole, we can gain a sense of cautious optimism. There is reason to be concerned about our ability to properly maintain the basic infrastructure that we rely on every day: streets, water, sewer, public safety. But what stands out in the State of Our Cities and Towns report is how dedicated cities and towns are to improving their communities. More efficient services, public and private cooperation, economic development. All these lead to a robust business community, more jobs, stronger families, and an improved quality of life. It's important to know that our municipalities aren't just trying to cope with circumstances, but are working to make things better.